Joining me today out of Holland, Pennsylvania is Alexis Cohen. Out of an audience of more than 250,000 agents nationwide, Alexis has been chosen to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month for the state of Pennsylvania. Alexis, congratulations on the recognition and thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks so much for interviewing me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. You're the perfect fit, and I'd like for people that watch this to get a sense for who you are and kind of maybe a little bit about why you were chosen. There's so many things you could do professionally. Why and how did you get into real estate?
I mean, everybody loves real estate, right? I've loved it from childhood. You know, my parents taking me to model homes to look around, and my parents were always into, design, which then got me interested in it. And I took real estate classes when I was 19. Have always had an interest and loved it, and went into interior design for 10 years. Felt like it was a natural transition, and haven't looked back. I love it.
Yeah, it's interesting, the interior design background. I suspect that creates some really valuable conversations for your prospective buyers when they're walking into a house and maybe aren't seeing it, and based on their needs and wants that it might be a good fit, but they haven't quite clearly connected all the dots, and so you can help them see things that maybe they're not seeing. It I could see that being really beneficial.
Yeah, not everybody has the vision.
Yeah, right. My wife and I have bought a few houses, and it's just that way. I'm that way. I don't see things like as much as they could possibly be, and it's helpful. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have their own assumptions on what the real estate business is like, and then tons of people find an interest and want to get in this business, and they get licensed, and then they realize it's harder than they thought, and it's a challenging business. And I'm curious now, you had a lifelong dream to be who you are, and now you've had success and you've got different perspective. What do you find most rewarding about this business?
I get to help people. I mean, that's really what it's about. It's about helping people find better solutions for their lives. It's, your biggest investment in your lifetime is usually your home, and to be able to help people find things that work for them, and give them a life that they can enjoy is very rewarding. In addition, I get to help people create wealth. I mean, I have a lot of clients that are investors, and what better way to grow wealth than in real estate? It's an amazing feeling to be able to empower people.
Yeah, that's awesome. I did a little digging, and I found a testimonial of yours online, and I always like to listen to how other people describe the experience that you try to provide for them. And this individual said, "It was amazing working with Alexis. She listened to our very long checklist of things we wanted for our dream home. And when we got frustrated and we were thinking of settling for less, she reminded us that our dream home is out there and she was going to find it. She was never going to let us settle for something we didn't truly love. A few weeks later, she found us the perfect home and guided us every step of the way through a smooth process. I would recommend Alexis to everyone I know because I know they will be in great hands with someone who truly cares about them." That's pretty high praise, Alexis. And that's, I think, what we all aspire to do for our clients. But when our clients are saying those things about us, it's validation that, it's who we want to be.
Yeah. And it makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, no doubt. It's super cool. And I'm not surprised that there are many of those online that describe you in that same way. Talk to me a little bit about Holland, Pennsylvania. What makes, Holland such a special place to live, work, and play?
Well, uniquely, Brian, I'm originally from Arizona, where I know you're at. So I grew up there and came out here almost 20 years ago. My husband, I met out there, but he's from here originally. And when I came out here, I fell in love. I felt like I moved home. It's really a special community. Roots are deep here, and everybody knows everybody in the community, for better or worse. And I love that my kids get to grow up in that. Plus, you're so close to so many wonderful city centers. We're 45 minutes from Philadelphia. We're a little over an hour to New York City, right about an hour to the Jersey Shore. We're 10 minutes from where George Washington crossed the Delaware. I mean, there's so much history and culture and diversity, and it's amazingly beautiful. I still am in awe every time I see the leaves turning or spring springing.
Right?
You know, everything dies, and I'm like, there's no way it's going to come back, and it does every year, and it still amazes me. So it's really a great community.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it sounds amazing. We've all been impacted by the pandemic in some way, and it has had its own contribution to unprecedented low inventory everywhere. It's been a really challenging couple of years for real estate. And I thought, while I had you here, if you were to offer a piece of advice to a peer in this business, not necessarily related to the pandemic and the challenging time we've had the last couple of years, but it just had me thinking, what would you say if you were to offer a single piece of advice to someone either thinking about getting in this business or someone that's already in the business?
It's not really, my answer is not really related to, you know, what we've been going through in the most recent events, but always doing the right thing. You just can't go wrong. If you believe in helping other people and you want to do right by others, you can never go wrong. With regards to real estate, there's never a bad time to invest in real estate. It's a very stable way to grow wealth. You know, it's not the stock market. You can't go wrong. I just feel like it's something that's safe, and I love it. So there's always options.
Yeah.
Whether you do commercial or residential, you know, you go into development, there's just so many avenues that you can take.
Yeah. There was a time where I played a big role in starting a nonprofit here, and our tagline was, "It's always the right time to do the right thing." Right. And I appreciate that, that was kind of your piece of advice. Is it's so important, not just in real estate, but I think just everywhere. If we're honest and we serve others the best we can, then life has a way of rewarding us for that effort. And in some ways, you're being rewarded now, Alexis, for being seen as someone that matters to this industry and for the positive contributions you've made. And I just want to say congratulations again on the recognition. And it's a treat to be here, seeing you and your contributions and recognizing you for that. And I wish you nothing but success in the rest of your journey.
Thanks, Brian. I really feel like it's been an honor to get to know you, and everything that you're about is right along lines with what I believe. So it's awesome. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. And appreciate you joining me, and we'll take care.
All right.